Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Whoa! Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. I am back.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck you guys did to our show when I was gone. It was like Sports Center and Maury Povich.
What the? I love it.
Wow. It was
Listen,
normal. It was just
it was a
dudes
decent
talking.
Somebody
show.
sounds hurt.
There was
Somebody
less-
sounds hurt that they were gone.
I mean, yes, of course I was, because I had to listen to that. I had to listen to you guys talking without me. It's awful.
I bet Jared was in his room like,
Yeah, I'm actually talking. I was
Kicks.
talking over the
Kicks.
podcast itself as if I was in the room.
no. No one's stopping. Like, fuck.
No
should-
one's stopping your drink. You brought your French press.
You should have sent
no,
us a
no, I
text message about something gay. It would work perfectly.
I should have, but I was busy, serving this country.
Yeah,
God.
where were you?
I was up for guard duty in the Washington State Air National Guard,
Yeah.
in which I still am in.
yeah.
Thank you for your service, Jared. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Service.
God,
Thank
damn.
you.
God.
Thank you.
We'll
So-
talk more about that later, Ross, because I actually called one of his buddies and found some backstory to what
shit.
actually went
Yeah.
down.
Oh shit!
Let's
All right.
Yeah.
So kicking this off, this is our first ever video podcast from the Drinkin Bros set. You've got myself,
video and audio.
JT.
Video and audio.
You got the cheekbones himself, Matt Best.
Oh, hey.
You got big old, big large, super big, super large potato, Poppy.
Yeah.
Rocco Vargas.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And of course, the only big dick in this podcast, Ross Patterson.
Yeah, his dick is so big.
Patterson.
His dick is so big he can't be in the room right now.
Who is? We will edit him in somewhere in video.
He actually
but
has.
it'll be
He has
somewhere around
He has two pairs of
It's
pants.
going to be like picture
One
to
pair of
picture. I'm going to
pants
look
for his
like
leg.
I'm overseas or I'm captive.
One
Yeah.
pair of pants for his dick. He has
Yeah.
a second pair of pants for his dick.
Yeah.
Like I said, his dick has a Kendall. It reads at
It does.
night.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
It reads at night.
It's so cute.
So Rocco, why don't you tell everybody who our sponsors are for tonight?
Oh, well, that got thrown to me real quick. Yeah. Well, our sponsors tonight, of course, is going to be the best whiskey of all the land, Lead Slingers Whiskey.
Ever.
Mind if I take a
Best
shot?
whiskey
Please,
ever.
please drink some.
Dude, I put like a splash of 93 octane in this, and it's fucking
Oh,
burning my
God.
eyes.
Another one of our sponsors is, of course, The Night She Cries While He Rides a Steed.
Yeah, the greatest piece of literature ever written. It's the funniest
I like
book
to say
ever written.
It's literary pornography.
That's exactly what it
Literally
is.
what
It's exactly
What
what
does
it
that
is.
say in there in the book?
It's just signed, and
It
it just
says-
says my brilliance is only matched.
You're welcome for
by
my
your
brilliance. It
beauty.
probably says you're welcome for my brilliance.
Yeah.
You are.
And you are welcome
You're
for
a
my
very
brilliance.
humble man, Ross.
Well,
Yes.
you are intelligent, though. I'll give you
Of
that.
course. And another one of our sponsors.
I'm both humble and intelligent, Matt.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Not
true.
at all. He's practically Ellen.
Ellen
Ellen
DeGeneres.
I really am. Yeah.
Listen, she's cool.
If Ellen and Rosie were scissoring,
I
that's
wanna be an
whatever
Ellen
they
DeGeneres
created.
show
That's
that-
me.
God, I
I'm like,
bet that
that's me.
smells
a
like
small
Sizzler.
hint of Oprah in there, please.
That definitely smells like Sizzler now.
Because you know how Ellen always tries to scare dudes on the show? I'd love to go on the show and try to scare me. I just knock the costume dude out.
Like a full bathtub
Boom!
full of peel and eat shrimp.
what?
Like a cookie monster pops out. A cookie monster
Yeah.
pops out.
Knock him out. Like, well, you're
God.
never fucking welcome back. And I would
That's
I'd
good.
pull the whatever.
So who else do we got?
So
Rob?
back to our sponsors. One of our sponsors is also Black Rifle Coffee.
oh, look at I'm rocking the shirt today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Operation
Yeah.
Coffee.
You're looking good.
And last but not least, Huckleberry Beard Company.
Oh yeah, they make
Yeah.
some of the
Alrighty.
finest beard products. And finally, we have a personal sponsor tonight for Nick Palmisciano, who sent me an
Yeah.
amazing sign. He literally wrote, "You're a fucking asshole."
Oh shit! I didn't even see that. Wow! Holy fuck! That is great.
Wow.
Holy! I didn't even see that.
I love
That's
that.
beautiful.
I
I
love
saw
that.
the tack piece sign. I didn't see that. Jared, you're a fucking asshole. Here's a
Oh,
sign.
he's such a
Love me.
sweetheart. He's so,
Oh,
he's
that's
so
perfect.
nice.
You know he loves
It's
you when he says
perfect.
that, right?
Oh, of course.
He does.
You know?
Yeah.
He does. He does.
What's good in Wilmington, Ross? We miss your fucking beautiful
Gosh.
face, buddy.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
What isn't
Something-
good? What isn't good?
something
Hey, you know
super
what?
dapper?
You'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see my beautiful face cut in video. It'll be cut next to your beautiful faces.
It depends if I edit it out or not.
Oh, you haven't decided after last week. So
God.
you miss a couple shows serving our country, and now your butt hurt over there.
Jared, slow down.
I'm glad this is on video now because he is just spilling vodka all over himself out of a French press. Thank you. This is why we film the show now. So you can
This
see
is
what
the guy
fuck
who is
happens.
serving our country.
Yeah.
This is the guy who is serving our
this
country.
is the guy that was out in the cold.
Hey, it
In the
was.
war zone,
I was
in
in
a-
the
or-
Revenant.
yeah.
I was in the Revenant. I was on the backside of Mount Rainier. There was no cell phone service.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Your
pretty much
data
am Leo
usage was
DiCaprio.
almost up. Your data usage was almost up.
Ross, you know what the fucked up part is? I guarantee if it was like Jared, you can go back to Afghanistan and fight a war, but you have cell phone reception, or you have to be in a cabin for 3 weeks without cell phone reception. He would pick war.
As long as
Oh,
there's
yeah.
reception.
Yeah, for sure.
He
I
needs
need,
that
I
cell
need
phone.
LTE.
oh man.
You do. It's at least a little LTE, and maybe some datage.
That
a
was,
little bit
but I'll
of
tell you
datage.
what, Ross. It was kind of cool to leave Sundance after Vegas, and then immediately following Sundance, and then to go up there with my team in Washington and hang out. What are you talking about?
We're just having a
No,
moment.
it's
Shut
just
up.
we're listening
Yeah.
to your war
whatever.
stories.
That's not a fucking war story. I'm just talking about it was nice
Man.
to like leave and just go to a team of dudes that'll still make fun of you no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
It sounds like Red Dawn. You're kind of painting yourself like
Yeah.
Swayze in Red Dawn right now.
We were training for a Russian front because it's Washington State. It's either
Yeah.
A giant volcano, or B, the Russians.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's true.
it's like Sarah Palin says. You can see it from that state.
Well, that's
So-
Alaska. She said Alaska.
Yeah, but I mean,
Whatever.
Washington and Alaska
They're
are
both-
touching.
Do you know there actually
both
is a
touch
part where you
dicks.
can see Russia from Alaska?
Is it really?
Yeah, you can touch Russia.
Really?
I think you can throw a rock at it.
Oh,
I
stop.
think you
I'm
can
just
smell.
making up facts,
You can
I don't
smell
know.
Russia from
I-
Alaska.
Listen, that's what
You can
smell
politicians
it.
do. They make shit up. So
What
I'm
does
just gonna
Russia
do it too.
smell like? Vodka and bear sweat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that should be a fucking
Yeah.
some coffee, dude. Wake up to
Vodka
vodka
and
and
bear
bear sweat.
Yeah, it smells like Zangief from
Salt
Street
and
Fighter
vinegar
2.
chips.
Oh,
awful.
dude, that's a good dude.
Yeah,
he was a good
Zangief-
character.
Zangief had some moves.
I was always pissed. My little brother would pick
No,
Blanca
bro.
and just do the the electric one. That's all he did. He's just, and then I would get the sumo guy and just do the yeah. You just
Dude, if you knew how to use Zangief, you were unstoppable.
Oh, yeah, because he
but
did
it was
the
so
fly-
hard
the
to
fly-
fucking do.
it's a lot of
Ryu
buttons.
and Ken were easy. Zangief was fucking
yeah, but to be
difficult.
fair, like that's when video games only had 2 buttons.
Yeah, man.
How many buttons are on a
Hey, but
fucking
that's when
PlayStation?
video games were at their best.
Yeah,
Jared.
I agree.
Dude, Nintendo
If you
was
could
the
master
shit.
2 buttons, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Nintendo was the fucking shit. Now there's 80 buttons, and it's like, oh,
we have to
great.
learn the
You might as well be playing.
storylines.
Oh, dude,
You have to
yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
it's just
My
like,
biggest
come on,
pet
dude.
peeve with video games now, it's like I get excited for a game and then I put it in and it requires 9 hours of tutorials. And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck, man.
I fucking
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to know the princess's backstory.
No.
You know,
Dude,
Yeah.
don't need to know it.
I was so excited to play Metal Gear Solid, the new one.
Yeah.
I start playing it and all of a sudden it's telling me that the crew back at the base is getting sick. I have to worry about that? Like, I'm in a fucking game. I got to worry about the morale and the health of crew members. Like, this is a fucking game.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be living reality
Yes,
right now.
exactly.
All right?
Like,
Well, that's the thing, dude.
It's
because-
not a game anymore. It's real, Jared.
Dude,
it's
no,
real.
literally, if you look at how video games are coded these days, it's like literally making a false reality. Whereas back in the day, it was an escape where you didn't have to worry about your fucking boss yelling at you and all that shit. Now it's like you have to like live another life. In
Yeah.
a fake
if there
reality.
is any video game makers out there that listen to the show, I charge you.
Fuck you.
I charge you with make a game that you can't die. You get the biggest gun when you start, and you have unlimited ammo. Because I just want to turn it on and go ah, and then I'm done.
That's
I
why-
don't want to try and find the fucking big gun.
But that's why you
Or-
play all games with cheat codes, Jared.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's always
or
cheap.
or Jared, just make it the exact opposite. Just make one video game where you're sitting in an office for 8 hours. You've got to do things within your cubicle to keep yourself interested for 8 hours.
TPS
You have to-
report.
you
Yeah,
have
able
to-
to
you
do
have
it.
to play-
You haven't
beat
filed
the
your
game.
TPS
You have to
report.
play a video game on your computer in your office.
You're playing Snake.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what like some really rich, successful dude would do? Because to escape his awesome reality, like he would play a mundane game where it's like, oh fuck, I would never want that real life.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Yeah,
I found
you know?
out
Yeah.
recently that
That's what Puff Daddy plays.
that
Yes.
Nick
It's P.
also
Diddy.
plays SimCity on his iPhone like I do.
Parmigiano?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought I was the only one that
You
played
guys
it.
are very similar.
And then I saw him when I stayed at his room that one night. I saw him up there updating his city, and I was too. You play SimCity?
Updating your
I can't
fake
do that
city.
shit,
Look
bro.
at you, Jared.
Dude, I was pissed because I bought fucking Halo 5, I guess it is.
like-
And I bought
Mine's
it a week
Halo
late.
10.
Whatever it is, I bought it a week late.
Halo
So all of a
100.
sudden I show up and all these fucking 10-year-old kids are kicking my ass because they got it 5 days before me and they've perfected the fucking thing.
And then
dude.
they're talking. They're like,
No.
"Your mom sucks my dick,
Dude,
faggot." You're like,
awful.
"How are you talking?"
You
like
can't
that?
say anything back
Jesus.
because then it's like a child sex crime or something. Like, you said what to a 10-year-old? Let me read these
Yeah.
transcripts.
Yeah.
I will throat fuck your mother to death.
You said you're gonna teabag him. I was like, no, but in the game, like you squat on his face.
They're like, no,
Yeah.
sir. You were physically
I'm gonna
talking about
squat
taking
hump
your
you like a
penis out
Sasquatch?
for a 10-year-old.
What's Ross? What's the guy from Dateline? Like Rocco walks in and turns his Xbox, and the guy's got the pad of paper.
God,
like,
it's
Yeah,
the To
and then
Catch
the
a
guy
Predator.
just looks at Rocco.
Yeah.
He just looks at Rocco and goes, "Oh, look what we have here."
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That time,
A
that
man
time
in
that
his
we-
mid-30s
that
with
would
a
be
child.
an ultimate friend prank, Ross. Like if we literally framed Rocco
Dateline
to
somebody?
get on To Catch a Predator.
That'd be terrible. The worst thing I've ever heard.
It's like you lose all your kids.
Yeah.
You got a divorce.
We got you,
bro.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Got you,
Best
You're going to
prank
prison.
ever.
Dude,
Best
Ro-
prank ever.
Ross, we should talk.
Oh
That's
my
what Jared
God.
Taylor does with fucking pranks.
he
A
did-
prank
yeah.
is like a joke where it's like, haha, we can all laugh about it, but he likes to
He wants
just
permanent damage.
permanent damage. Like,
Yeah.
like if your family gets destroyed, he's like, whatever, you'll find a new one.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like,
it's
he's
just-
permanently fucking.
You know who would
got
be
a
the
TBI.
best
It's all
at
good.
Dateline? But the best at Dateline would be Evan. Like if you sent Evan
Oh,
in to the
God.
house,
Oh, God.
like into the house to set everything up, and then he's the one that rigs the traps for you. I think Evan can make you go to jail, Rocco.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I think he could.
Evan is
I think
a
that's the
conniving
guy.
dude, man. He's
Yeah.
good. He's good.
I don't
But
want
he's
to-
silent about
I don't
it
wanna
with a
go to
smile,
jail.
and it's like, yeah.
You sure?
He
stop
would
sure.
be your buddy. That's like, call that 14-year-old. No,
Yeah,
your wife's
what
not here.
the
Call that 14-year-old.
Dude,
Evan would be like, dude, I've got a safe and secure line for you. Call that 14-year-old.
no,
And
it's
then
gonna
he
be
winks
something
up to a
different.
camera
It's
in
gonna
the
be
corner.
something different. He's gonna be like, hey, that one girl was selling cookies, man. Give her a call real quick. Because she
Yeah.
and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
Get
call
those
that girl.
Thin Mints.
And I call her, and then it has a record. I called a 14-year-old girl.
That
for
just
cookies.
happened to a rapper. Who was that?
What?
It just happened to a big rapper.
What'd he do?
That talked to a chick on Instagram that turned out to be like 15. Who was that, Ross?
Oh
yeah. It was Tyga. That was
was
Kendall.
Tyga.
Kendall
but Tyga
Jenner's.
wasn't Tyga already dating one of the Kardashian girls that was 15 when he started dating her
Yeah,
anyways?
she was like, they had that set up since she was 12.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the big stink is about.
Yeah, no one gave a shit about that one.
Yeah.
Fuckers. It's all
And it's
fucked
like
up, but no one gives a fuck. That guy
He
never got in
waited
trouble
that
for
out.
Yeah.
He waited that girl's pussy out for 6 years and was like, the 18th birthday, he was like, I'm out, dude. Congratulations. You're
It's
too old.
17 in Texas, isn't it? It's the age of
It
consent.
is.
I mean,
It
I
is
don't know.
17 in Texas.
We kind of as a society do this.
It's
you
weird.
know,
It's
like
weird.
we started in about 300 AD where it was cool to just have orgies with dudes and chicks and stuff. And then we
Hey,
moved.
by
then we
the
moved
way,
on
you know
to where
it's
it was
16 in
cool.
North Carolina.
It was cool
It's 16
to marry,
in North Carolina.
It was
That's
cool to marry
disgusting.
12 and 13-year-olds in the 15 to 16, 1700s, and then it kind of then fucking dudes was no go, and now we're coming back up where all right, you can fuck dudes, we're cool with that. Like, let's just hope we don't come back up on that crest, and it's like, oh yeah, you could marry a fucking 13-year-old because when does a pedophile start going, hey, it's not my choice?
I don't know
born
what
like this."
Jared. Jared.
God.
What year did you start? What year did you start,
What
Jared?
the fuck are you talking about? Start what?
I'm just saying you've got a babysitter thing. You like them younger.
Oh my
Like I don't know when it started for you, but we did. Hey, we skipped over what everybody's drinking tonight.
We did.
Let's start with
We
let's start
did.
with our fat bottom girl from Mount Rainier who's been saving our whole
goddamn
goddamn
video
country. Yeah.
I'm having
He is so. Hey, he
stop.
Just the way you said it.
oh, wait till you see what he just did, Ross.
I'm having some vodka and Sprite and a little bit of gasoline.
And you're sweating.
Yeah.
I can see you
Is he
sweating.
Sweating
back
on
in his
camera?
cup?
Is he
Oh,
sweating
God.
on camera?
Lights are fucking hot.
Oh boy, you're drinking and you're sweating, and you just came back
man.
from saving our country.
This is why we miss Jared right there. For the
Yeah, right there.
Some people wait a
It's-
lifetime for moments like this, Ross. You know.
They
Heights
really,
like
they
this.
really do. It's smiles and frowns over there. Smiles and frowns with Jared. What about you, Rocco? What are you drinking over there?
I got a surprise for you. I got some Jamaican style lager, Red Stripe.
Oh, I thought that was Cuban.
Holy shit! Get the
Is
fuck
it
out of here. A different country? A different country that doesn't speak Spanish?
Yeah, here's the true story. I went to go get Bud Lights, but that gas station didn't give it to me because I didn't have my
Does
driver's
Jamaica not
license.
speak Spanish?
So then I just went to
Whiskey Biz?
Whiskey Biz.
Does Jamaica
dude.
not
Well,
speak
because they know you're
Spanish?
21.
Huh?
Do they not speak
Yeah.
Spanish in
I don't
Jamaica?
know. I don't know. I just went and grabbed it.
Is there a Jamaican
No.
language?
Ross, if you don't remember, you called out Rocco, what episode,
I think it was 2.
like 2 or something, saying if you drink something else than your mind would be blown if
Yeah.
he was drinking a Red Stripe. And he did it for
Yeah.
you.
So blow
and,
your
and guess
mind.
what? Since we have camera on this, it's going to be Cobain. Like you're going to see my brain's blown out after this is over. So, congratulations! This is the one and only
episode would
video
go
from North
viral.
Carolina.
Let's go full Kurt in this one, right?
The first live episode.
I wonder if your brains will smell like Teen Spirit, you know?
Oh, they will.
Hey Ross, I plugged in.
Too
I plugged
soon.
in your. I
Too
plugged
soon,
in the
Matt.
phone
He only
just for
died
you.
20 years ago.
You
He
know
only died
what?
20 years ago. It's too soon.
No.
I
we're
plugged
okay.
in the phone
I'm kidding.
this time
I'm
just
kidding.
for you,
It's
Ross.
not too soon.
Listen, something to be too soon would be me to tell you to hang in there, like Robin Williams. That would be too soon.
Oh, did he hang himself?
Oh, boy.
Something like that.
God,
He did.
That's not a good. That's
Well,
not
he's
a
a
He did.
legend, so I can. He went out on top, man. Like we had this conversation
On
last
top.
time.
He did.
He did. He did Patch Adams and then done.
No, he didn't burn out.
What?
Exactly.
Patch
Jared,
Adams is so
you bring up
old.
the
His last
worst
movie,
fucking
Patch
movies,
Adams.
Jared.
Oh,
The
God.
worst fucking movies you bring up. Patch Adams. Out of all
Hey,
of Robin Williams' movies, you go to Patch
I
fucking
was kind of a
Adams.
fan of that one.
Patch Adams is a good fucking movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, God. Good Morning Vietnam or Hook or some. No, you go to Patch fucking Adams.
Mrs. Doubtfire was amazing.
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
That's like one of my. I mean, he revolutionized.
hello.
two
Yeah.
characters
Yeah,
in one
Mrs.
movie.
Doubtfire.
That was
Yeah.
huge.
Hello.
Hey, what are you drinking, Ross?
I'm
Fag
drinking
juice.
a Penner Throwback IPA tonight, and I can actually put it up to the camera. So here it is, kids. If you want to go get it, it's in a golden can. It's in a golden can.
Oh,
Go out
man,
and
I
enjoy
want a
it.
golden can.
See, unlike you, Ross,
What do you
actu-
got, Matt?
I actually support veteran businesses, unlike you. So I'm drinking Lead Slinger's whiskey out of a fine
Oh, you
chalice.
son of a bit.
He's got a
hey, look,
chalice, too.
we've had this chat before, Matt. As soon as it comes to North Carolina, I'm going to be sleeping on it. I'm going to have fucking back soreness. I'm going to have to go to a chiropractor.
No, I get it,
This
man.
is going to be
You-
cases
you-
of lead
No, I get it.
slingers.
Cases
You
of it.
don't want lead slingers to get successful. That way, you drag us into a podcast 2 times a week. You know, I get it, dude. It's cool.
We all get it. We all get it.
It's my way of saying stop being successful. A fucking podcast.
Oh, so
I don't
so
know.
we're
I
so
think it's
covered
just-
on the
I'm
drinking
curious. I want to hear Rocco. Rocco, I want to hear your story about what the fuck Jared was doing, really doing in Mount Rainier.
part. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so we were getting me and Matt were getting text messages about him saying they're snowshoeing in the snow and it's hell and then walking all kinds of miles. So I called his buddy and I was like, "Hey man,"
60 miles.
I said, "How many miles was each movement?" And he was like, "No more than 2.5, 3 miles."
He was in the mountains, fucker. It's a different type of mileage. Straight up.
Jared, you honestly, like there was some phone calls we were on together where you were treating yourself like you were a Kenyan marathon runner,
Yes.
where you were just out of breath,
Oh.
just gassed.
He was saying
just
they
gassed
started
from it.
They started keeping
No,
hand and
not
arm
even
signals.
that, dude. I get a fucking a call from Jared on Saturday, and it's like a Denzel in distress, and he's like, "Dude, you got to tell my wife I won't have cell reception until
forgot to
Monday.
tell her.
Let her know everything's okay." And then
Listen,
was
I had
like,
just
"Oh,
taken a
shit."
snowmobile down the hill. I was out of breath.
That throttle
A
really
whole
gets that
snowmobile.
heartbeat
No, I
up.
was riding on the back of the snowmobile.
Which way were you facing?
Again,
Yeah, but it's thin air up there.
Oh my dude. Ross, they were
Oh,
the whole
boy.
team was doing hand and arm signals, counting how many times Jared would fall within a mile. And I think it was 6 just on 1 mile at one point.
Dude, I felt inverted.
boy.
Yeah.
So, like, because we went down to just T-shirts for the movement because you get hot
Yeah.
and sweat and shit. I fell
Yeah.
inverted in the snow, like fully submerged, and it went down my pants and everything. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah, they said you're
I
the
was
only
just
person
cursing.
they've ever seen be able to fall in snowshoes like that.
Yeah, I
and
fell.
he got a snowshoe stuck 3 feet under the snow.
I like
Yeah.
how you have the insider.
Yeah, I got all the
information.
insider. Oh yeah, and then one night,
Wow.
One night
Thank
during a
you
barbecue.
for your service, Mr. Taylor.
yeah, here's the best part. One night during some they were just doing some fire and like burning wood, chilling.
We made a fire.
Yeah.
in the snow.
and
It was
Jared
warm.
disappeared for a little while, and then they
Where did he go?
He came
Where
back,
did you go?
And he smelled like shit.
What did
Jared,
you
what
do?
happened while you were gone?
Was
found
there brown
some
snow?
really
Was there
bad
brown
moss.
snow out there?
It was a bad tree moss.
He said he found some tree moss.
I'm so confused. David, what did you go do?
They think he shit on himself. He shit on himself and used his hand to wipe it.
Did you shit on
Did you
yourself?
really?
No,
That's what they
no.
think.
But
But
Level with us,
no,
dude.
like
Level
a
with
piece
us.
came out though.
Listen,
a piece
it was-
came out.
we didn't have a lot of clothes out there. It was
Look at
snowing.
him. You put baby in the corner. Baby doesn't like to be in the corner.
Oh
and
no!
some
Did you
things
shit
happened in the
yourself?
woods, and my buddy Mike was like, "God, your hand smells like shit." And I go,
Why
I
was
go,
he smelling
"Smell
your
it."
hand?
And I go. He goes, "What the fuck's happened to you?" I go, "I think I touched some bad moss." And he goes, "No, you didn't. You got shit
no,
all
you
over your
didn't.
hands."
You were wiping your ass with the snow, weren't you? You were wiping your ass with the snow.
Well, I was using the
You
snow
packed
to
it in there.
clean because I didn't have baby wipes.
Oh no! So somewhere right now on Mount Rainier, there is a brown streak of snow.
You made your friend smell your shit, dude. You're an asshole, man.
right?
Listen, we were in the goddamn Revenant.
And then you blamed it on stinky moss?
I like this. He calls it the Revenant. Ross, this is a perfect story of fabrication of a war story. It's like, we were out there and this suck. And then we
And then
come,
you had
to,
the
come to
stink.
find out they're drinking beer by a fucking bonfire.
No, we rucked it in.
We-
That was part of the weight.
Hey, his
And
ruck,
you're
was,
muddying up. You're muddying up the snow out there.
hey Ross, his ruck was the biggest ruck because he had a lot of snivel gear in there.
I packed everything. And then I after the first movement, I was like, "Oh God, I got to ditch some of this."
He left in the snow.
No, I just hid it somewhere and got it on the way back.
Did you really?
Yeah. I figured out what I needed. I didn't know what I was going to need.
Who's your boss there? Who's your boss that might be listening right now, Jared?
Well, I mean, it's three of us. I mean, you're kind of
So
talking to the boss.
you're the boss who's shitting in the snow and then packing your ass full of snow and then shaking your buddy's hands,
Oh man.
congratulating people
They
on
all
their
got
hard
pink
day's
eye the
work.
next
Hey,
day.
can we all take a moment to thank Jared Taylor for his service to this
Yeah.
fine country?
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Jared.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jared. Cheers to your
Jared.
service.
You need some more vodka in there,
Cheers
dude.
to your
I
service.
do. I'm gonna have to make a trip in a little bit.
Oh, you should just brought it here. Goodness.
Goodness gracious. Hey, so what did everybody do for the Super Bowl last night?
Heyo.
I went over.
Matt,
took
your
some
Denver
selfies.
Broncos won.
Took some selfies.
Your Denver Broncos won, Matt.
Yeah, they did.
They did, and I'm not just like on the bandwagon. I've been a Broncos fan since I was like fucking 14. So pretty cool, man. Yeah, I was went over to a friend's house to watch the game. I was fucking nervous up into the 1 minute mark. They started pouring the Gatorade shit on the coach with like a minute and a half plus. And and I'm like, dude, Cam Newton, you can never fucking call that. You never know when he's going to turn on the Newton, you know?
I'll tell you what, he didn't turn
Yeah.
it on. He never
No,
turned
he
it
was,
on.
dude. And that whole game, the reason Denver won, Peyton Manning didn't do shit. It was the Denver defense.
Defense
The
crushed,
I mean,
bro.
Defense is
insane.
amazing, yeah.
They fucking started Cam Newton's day.
I want to
and
know.
So it was wonderful.
Like, because I've seen the memes all day today. Like, why was his brother so upset when they won?
No, that's the funny
No.
thing. It panned to Eli, and he's in the thing, and it's like they're winning, and Eli's face is literally like,
Yeah, he's disgusted.
well, because
Wait,
Eli.
Eli's
he
been
doesn't,
in
he
the
wants
shadow.
more rings. He doesn't want with the
Eli-
shadow
Yeah,
Peyton.
well,
Eli's
no,
always been in the
it's
shadow.
not
He's-
that, but there's no emotion out of it. There's no emotion out of it. And when Eli was in the Super Bowl and Peyton was in the box a few years ago, literally some girl tried to come up to Peyton Manning and it was like, "Oh my God, your brother's winning the Super Bowl," and he just shoved her out of the way. He's like, "I don't give a fuck. Like, let me watch the game." I think it was one of those "let me watch the game" from Eli. I'll cut Eli a break on that one.
Dude,
Last night.
I think Eli's always felt being in the shadow of his brother, even though he's gotten more titles. But for years and years and years, it's always been Peyton.
Which
Eli,
is funny, right?
Eli's
And then
been successful.
Well, Eli
Yeah.
has more rings than
but
Peyton,
Manning
right?
is still.
It's 2-2 now. They both have two rings
yeah.
apiece.
Yeah.
Which
Well, that was the
Still,
thing.
if those
He-
were
even if you're always in
let's
the
face it,
shadow,
if those were
get
your
over
kids, you'd
yourself.
be amped.
I don't
4
think that
Super
was
Bowls
it,
between
though.
your two sons.
Yeah, exactly. What a family. God damn.
Hey Ross, this goes back to our Super Bowl episode, man. Do we think that Peyton, the first thing out of the female reporter on the field was, "Are you going to continue to play ball?" And he's like,
I know.
and he
yeah.
didn't say a definitive no. And I was like, really, dude?
Here's why, and I
It's just
found
cool,
out
dude.
why later after the game.
Okay.
Peyton was so Peyton was so like team oriented that he was like, if I announced my retirement, it would have taken away from the rest of the team
That's
victory.
true. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
And
a
he
great
goes-
move. Yeah, good
great.
call. It
I
would have
know.
been Peyton says retirement at
He's a
Super
class
Bowl
act,
50.
dude. He's always been a class act.
He's a class act all the way, and even he was like, "Look, this win was about the defense. I really didn't do anything. I was along for the ride in this one." He said something last night, like he goes, "I'm not the lead singer of this band anymore. It's about the band and not about me." And he was like,
Good.
You know, I'll give it a few weeks,
And
which
you-
is
and
nice,
you
so that way
won
the team can
Super
enjoy
Bowl
their shit.
Fucking 50.
Yeah.
That is pretty
That
cool.
is
He won.
epic.
Hey,
50.
He did.
Let me go on the other
He
side
did.
of this,
And-
though, Ross. Cam Newton. What an amazing ball player. But I tell you what, the whole game, he overthrew every pass. Every
Nervous.
single
He was
throw
nervous,
was
yeah.
overthrown. And it's just
I
shows-
loved it.
I didn't like it at all. But it comes to show the experience in a big game is huge. I mean, he's young. The guy's he's probably gonna have 2 or 3 more other opportunities down the road in his future. But I didn't like his attitude at the end. He was,
No, he walked out of that press conference and took hell for it today.
yeah. It's just to me,
everybody
it's like,
called him an
But
asshole.
Even though that is bizarre though, because even look at the NFC championships, like they fucking destroyed them. They made them look like kindergartners. Who
I know, and he was happy as fuck. He was happy
He
as
was.
fuck after every game, and then this game, he comes in with a black hoodie, Trayvon Martin style, and was like, "I'm not answering any fucking questions." And I mean, it was just a shitty move on his part.
That's immaturity because you know what?
It
If he
is.
got up
It
there
is.
with a smile and said, "I got to play in the fucking Super Bowl today,
Dude.
I'm good."
And if
like,
you know,
no one's
yeah.
gonna hate. Everybody's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "That's a fucking awesome
Well,
guy."
JT, here, check this out. If you don't know his backstory, he's actually known to be a really badass dude, man. I mean, he's giving footballs to kids all the time. He goes out of his way to grab a football and give it to these kids in the stands. Good all around dude. This was completely outside of his character, so it threw me off.
Well, I
man.
think
it
he
actually
was
pissed me off.
he was on the hype train of himself almost, and I think with him
Yeah.
losing, he didn't know how to handle it
Yeah.
because everybody was like, Cam Newton is
Yeah.
the new shit, and then
Yeah, he's the
Super
new
Bowl.
NFL.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's
was
like,
like,
Cam
Conor
Newton
McGregor
is the new NFL. Dos Anjos knocks that pussy
No
Irishman
way,
out,
bro.
dude.
No way.
Am I
Not
going
a prayer,
there?
bro.
I'm going
You
there.
know we're McGregor fans over here. We're McGregor fans.
Yeah. Listen to the fight. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, but by the way, you know who did come off looking like shit last night was Coldplay. Why did you take a back seat to Bruno Mars and fucking Beyonce?
I don't know. The whole
I
thing
think
was
they
shit.
mischoose the halftime show every year because you know what I was saying.
Last
You
year
know how
wasn't
you
bad.
could choose a halftime show? Go off of what everybody chooses for karaoke. No one's going to argue with
Jared-
Journey. Don't stop believing.
No, dude, but
Jared, if you chose the halftime show, it would be all 90s bands.
It's
It would be
just
Smash
too
Mouth.
like
no,
No,
hey
somebody
Ross.
took horrible life.
Last year's Katy Perry, I thought was pretty good.
Well, that's pretty. Yeah, Katy
I
Perry's
did
awesome.
too.
People love hearing Katy Perry at karaoke. You got to go off that. What does everybody love to hear
Great
at
argument.
karaoke?
Great argument.
Because that's how you win a halftime show.
Oh, man.
Popular demand.
It would be like fucking Blondie, Barracuda. or yeah.
Seriously, who is going to complain about "Don't Stop Believing"? Who would literally go? I did not like hearing that at the halftime show.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a fan of any of this one. And what's the whole deal?
None of it.
I missed it, Ross, but I kept seeing on social media something about Beyonce was giving praise to the freaking Black Panthers. Is this true or what?
No.
what-
Yeah,
Supposedly.
all of her backup dancers were dressed as Black
Yeah,
Panthers.
it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
know,
I don't
you
She
know
has
what,
a new
Ross?
song
I've
and a
got-
video out.
I've got
She has a
something
new
for you
song
guys
and a
to
video out called Formation that's on YouTube. It blew up the night before. She released it the night before the Super Bowl. And all it was the video was she was on a drowning car, a police car in Katrina. And the whole thing is about Black Lives Matter and
Oh,
then
shit.
followed up by Black
God.
Panthers.
Here's,
Yeah.
here's the
Fucking
destruct.
get me
Here's the
started.
destruction of
Oh,
this, though.
Matt.
Ross. Here's kind of where we've put ourselves in a hole for this, and it started with the fucking nip slip and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Is when someone gets booked, like someone like Beyonce gets booked for this halftime show, all their labels, their managers, everybody, they're gonna try and be strategic. How do we boost everything? So how do we
Yeah,
how do we
make it
create
controversial.
how do we create a social media uproar? How do we make it controversial? How do we make album sales go through the roof?
Yeah.
It's all coming. This is why stand-up comedians no longer allow cell phones out during their shows because, like when we were at the Dave Chappelle show, he said everybody's searching for the next viral video, and that's why a guy throws a fucking banana at me. And post
Yeah.
it. I just threw a banana at Dave fucking Chappelle. Like, this is why this stuff's getting ruined, because everybody's using these stages to.
But if you know Beyonce and Jay-Z, they've always been kind of controversial to be on a certain side of things.
True.
That's kind of they've always consistently done that. So it wasn't a big surprise to me to hear that's what she was doing, because I didn't pay attention. I was drinking and shit.
Yeah. I didn't watch
Yeah,
that.
and then
even
she
wanna
announced
start.
she announced a world tour today.
Yep.
So
No, she announced it right
It's
after
a
that.
power move,
It was a
man. She knows
commercial.
what she's doing, man.
It's a power move.
And I don't
It's a
understand
black
that.
power move.
It literally is. And and I'll leave it at this, dude. The most fucked up thing too about all that shit, it's like they're making racial issues worse by dividing contemporary society when it's like
Exactly.
it pisses me off because it's like, oh yeah, we're all about black lives. Fuck you, all lives matter, right? Like, why are we? It's annoying. I'm not going to go on a tangent today. I'm not.
Well, it's the same thing we said before.
Yeah.
If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
If you're a veteran and you're an asshole, you're still a
an
fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Don't matter.
If you. It's like if you're not an asshole because you're black, white, fucking Asian, you're just a fucking asshole. It has absolutely nothing. It's 2016. If you can't see people past their exterior and tattoos and whatever style they dress and not their inner character, then you're a fucking
They're
moron.
huge dicks.
Yeah.
They're huge dicks.
They're
like,
huge dicks.
sliding
such-
your throat and
such
shit.
a burden.
Ugh.
No, but to that extent, like I'm tired of being cock gazed every time I go out. Like I'm a person,
Dude, I
You
know.
can look me in the eyes like a
But
person.
again, if
I
you
have
didn't-
green eyes.
If you didn't wear
I'm
such
6'3",
tight jeans, Ross, they wouldn't see. I mean, it's hard to hide that massive dick of yours, but
It really is. It really is. And you know who I think saw it last night was Lady Gaga during the national anthem.
I was just gonna say that she's actually got
Gaga.
she's got some haters on that. I don't know why.
What did she do wrong?
I don't
No,
either.
she
I
was
thought she crushed
phenomenal,
it.
dude.
I showed up late, but
I thought she crushed
gave,
it.
and not only that, the mannerisms when she was singing, she was very appreciative of
Respectful
like,
and
very
everything.
respectful of the national anthem and giving it and she almost did it like in a powerful way, like
Great.
delivering.
That's
Now,
good.
I loved it.
That's
I
something you
watched
wouldn't
it
expect
again
out of Lady
today.
Gaga. You always think she's gonna come up with some kind of sideshow, because Lady
I
Gaga.
always hate her too when she went on Ellen DeGeneres. She wore a meat fucking
I saw
thing.
that,
And it was
yeah.
fuck you. You're
Just
an
weird.
A
idiot.
meat
shit.
suit.
A
The
meat-
meat suit
meat
on the
dress.
MTV. It was either the Grammys
She
or the
always
MTV
does
movie.
She wore it on
shit.
Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen's like, I'm a vegetarian. She's like, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I thought she did a killer job. What do you think, Ross?
I loved it. I thought she was great. I've seen her in concert maybe 4 or 5 times. She's a fantastic performer.
She's got some pipes
by the
too,
way,
man. Love her or hate her, she can fucking sing. So
Yeah, she sings live, and it's just her and a piano, and she says "fuck the dumb shit." Like I'm one of the best singers there is, and here I go.
is it me or was she dressed to go to the Hunger Games after?
That was my only complaint.
I love,
my
I
only
love
complaint.
that
Why
movie.
everybody was talking shit about her.
No, we're
Because-
giving her act. We're saying she
Yeah,
would have killed it,
she
dude.
killed it.
We're saying she was amazing. The Hunger Games pantsuit was a little much though for me.
Yeah,
like
but-
she's hot,
But
she
for-
could have shown some skin.
But
You know,
for Lady Gaga, in recent years, she toned it down quite a bit for that.
Yeah,
so.
well, I think
She did. She did.
I think she did it all to get attention, and now that everyone knows, like, she actually is a talent, and she fucking
Yeah.
doesn't have to do any of that fucking crazy shit anymore.
agreed.
Well, dude, here's
I would
the
have liked
funny
to
thing.
seen her
Where's
in
that
an
Sprite?
Art 15 tank top.
Hey, Ross, you
I
know
know,
something
me
funny?
too.
My sisters, they went to a club to see her perform way before she was famous. I'm talking maybe a year before she got big, and they came
Right.
home and they were like, "Man, this lady was really weird. She had like all these dancers and." It was so different. It kind of creeped me out, but it was really good music. And I was like, what was her name? They were like Lady Gaga or some shit. And then like a year later, this girl just
Blew
blows up. Yeah, and I was laughing.
Blew
'cause,
up,
like my
yeah.
sisters were creeped out actually by the sideshow that she presented when she was doing her little show.
We're definitely going to have to use your camera for the future on this.
Did it die?
Well, it doesn't die, but it shuts off after 7 minutes.
Oh, we'll film it on my XA10 then. That's
Yeah,
fine.
we'll do that.
Hey, well, Goonies never say die.
So
So,
this episode's fucked on that.
Yeah, I mean we're going to get some good.
Okay.
Like, we'll get some. I restarted.
we
it,
can
so we'll
talk about it after too. You know what I'm saying?
get- No, I mean it's fun. We're talking about it now.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
hey,
we
dude,
are. We're doing the first live video podcast. That's what Jared's talking
We're
about.
idiots.
So
Yeah,
it's a
we're
good
idiots.
thing
Start
he's
talking about
hashing out his
technical
tech
issues.
issues. Yeah, it's a good thing that Jared's talking about his tech issues, but he won't talk about the brown snow anymore.
Well, it's kind of like Ross when you hold two parties focused around video and neither one can get the video to work.
Oh, is that? I thought,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Who did you guys not get your video to work? I got my video to work.
No, we're talking.
No,
we're talking about
the
Vegas.
the Range 15.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
When,
Yeah,
when Sundance and the Vegas party didn't fucking.
For anybody who was there, yeah. And this is in the history of filmmaking. It's always the fucking AV problems you always have with screening shit, where it's like you can spend $1 gajillion on a movie, all this hard work, and then send it off, and then it'll be fucked up somehow by the projectionist.
When they promise
exactly.
it's going to work.
And you know what? That motherfucker at Paris, like, he is literally just like every fucking tech guy. But because he treats me like that, the thing is he didn't think I knew about video or electronics, so he was trying to give me excuses, and I was schooling him on the spot, like, no, dude, you can just do this, and that'll fix that problem right there.
Nobody gives Jared video advice. God damn it, nobody.
Jared, get off your goddamn phone, Rocco.
Well, I'm just saying, this dude, that's what they try and do is when they don't want to do the extra work or they don't want to actually try and fix these problems, they'll try and overload you with technical fucking jumble.
Yeah.
And just so you go, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, the AV outlet is not
Yeah.
concurrent with the component cable because
his first excuse to me was, I needed this in 30 frames per second. I go, both those videos are 30 frames per second, and I'll show you right here. Here's the info on him.
Yeah,
Because he immediately tried to just shut it off and go, we're not going to be able to do it.
Really?
I mean, look. When I looked at their system, it was like, dude, you're getting a Dell, like those '90s fucking computers up there. So I don't know what his whole sitch was. I felt bad that I roasted him on stage, but
No,
whatever.
I don't.
I thought that was hilarious.
Because I went there 2 days prior. I gave them the files they needed that day.
Yeah, we did everything,
I asked them to get them set up and queued and tested. I went there 2 hours before the party and asked to see a dry run, and he had none of the sound equipment hooked up. And I said, well, hey, I've got 2 hours. I'll start helping you carry this stuff up, and we'll get it moving. And he kept giving me, no, you don't need to do that. We'll just have it done. We'll have it done. I was like, I really want to see the dry run on this. And he's like, no, it'll work. I promise it'll work. And go figure. The second we go to play this, the sound doesn't work.
It didn't fucking work.
It's cool,
Well,
man.
fuck him. Hey, Jared, let's put his address and his fucking phone number out there in the world right now and go drag him out of
Let's
his
do a Jared
goddamn
prank.
bed.
Let's murder his family. Oh, how funny was that?
He'll get another one.
On HD video.
He'll get another one. That's a Jared Tate prank.
Yeah, the Jared Taylor.
He'll get another one.
He'll get
Whatever
another
it
one.
is.
Let's chop his leg off.
Yeah,
He'll get another one.
Let's chop his. Fuck that guy, dude.
Wait,
Let's
is that what
rape
happened
him.
to Derek? Did you prank Derek?
No, I didn't bring that.
Oh, by the way, hey, I saw that Derek lost.
He did, man. But
He
man,
did.
wasn't it?
Were you watching it, Rocco?
I did. I was watching it, man. It was powerful as fuck too. Because if you watched before, I watched all the other guys before they were performers, the females and males, and everybody. Once they lost, they stopped. Once Derek lost, he kept going, and it was pretty. The crowd picked up, everybody got loud, and he finished, and it was tough, man. It was tough to watch because we've ran through some of those routines, and his numbers were a lot better. I'm not sure. I didn't get to talk to him today about it, but I think Matt did.
Yeah, dude. And I came to Derek today and I talked to him about it because, like,
hey, Matt, real quick,
Yeah.
real quick, fill the audience in on the competition that Derek was in. By the way,
so Derek just did this thing called Rush
Club.
Rush Club, and what it is, it's kind of the quickest synopsis of it is like an MMA version of CrossFit. So it's 1-on-1. You have a WOD or whatever the workout is, and the better time wins. And with that, so Derek is competing in an amputee thing. And if a lot of people don't know, and we talked about this when Derek was on, Derek is above the knee, which is drastically different than below the knee amputee. And I mean, both suck, right? I have both legs, so I can't talk. But the mobility there is significantly off. And if you watch the video, and I'm not taking anything away from the guy that won. The guy that won was a stud, beast,
but he was no Derek Wida. He was no Derek Wida.
Derek Wida has some of the coolest heart and soul of anybody I've met. And when you see him, like, and even the people that are doing Rush Club are changing the rules after this because if you look at the presses, Derek is having to strict press his shoulder presses, whereas the other guy is doing a more power movement like someone with two legs can do because he has the extra mobility in his knee. And so a lot of those things, Derek was literally doing an upper body thing. Like when you're climbing the rope, he can't hook his feet on the rope, so he's literally carrying his whole entire body up the rope. Whereas the other guy can lock in those feet, get that grip, pull his hands up, readjust, and go. And again, not taking it from him, but it was very difficult for Derek to be in that competition against someone with those capabilities.
Yeah,
But
and the weight
stud.
difference was off. I think the guy probably outweighed him by 100 pounds.
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude.
And so it's
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the thing is, if they're gonna do something like that, that's cool. I think it's actually a cool concept, man. I think it's actually
Well,
gonna do well.
I think it's back in MMA, smaller organization,
Right.
so you don't have the competitors yet where you
Right.
can make those weight
They're
classes.
gonna, eventually they're gonna have to make a weight class because they did a weight class. It would be that'd be 3 different weight classes difference almost because of the seriously it was about 100-pound difference. I'd say, and this guy was
Shit.
the guy was about my height, probably a 6'1" dude.
Yeah.
In fucking outstanding shape, man. And then you got Derek, who's around 5'8" ish.
Nah,
He-
5,
Right.
6.
Yeah, right. And,
No,
and- right. And so
Look, he lost a little bit of height though.
yeah.
Obviously. So.
but
Just the one side.
But the thing is, man, if you watch the way he finished with class, he finished the whole thing, and at the end, he actually had on his page, you can see him do he did a kind of a small video, just shout out to everyone, and you can see how emotionally drawn it was. It was an emotional thing, man. I think a lot of us who watched it were like, wow, man, what a powerful moment.
I think that's why why Derek is considered family with us, dude, and Ross, because it's like no matter, you're always gonna fucking fail at something in life, and you never want to, but especially with us, we all have fucking egos where we're like, oh, I'm good at everything, and when you get humbled sometimes by someone being individually better than you are at this thing, it fucks with your head. But he took it to the motivational route where he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna come back harder, I'm gonna come back stronger. And that's legit, man. It wasn't like, well, I was sick. None of that bullshit. So
No excuse.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
he
cheers to
did.
Derek
I
White,
I
dude.
watched the video.
Cheers.
Cheers to Derek White. I watched the video, and he did the exact opposite of what Cam Newton did. So if you're, I'm dead serious.
Exactly,
If you're
dude.
looking for
Exactly.
a classy guy and an inspirational guy, go watch Derek White's video on his Facebook fan page because that's how you should act in defeat versus throwing a hoodie over your head and answering 2 questions and then
I'm
bouncing.
texting him right now a dick pic and say, you wish you had this, motherfucker.
yeah. Jared just spilled more vodka on himself.
Stop! I'm drinking out of a French press, you dick.
Dude, you know how fucked up I am? I walked up to Derek today in the gym, and I was like talking to him about the competition, blah, blah, blah. And then I go, hey, man, didn't want to be rude, but I'm going to work out over there because I only work out with winners. and he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know Matt Best, that's his way of saying he loves you.
If you
I'm like
know
a third
him.
grader. When I talk shit, I love you. If I don't talk to you, then I hate you.
Yes.
No,
That's actually funny.
that's great because I would have done the same thing. Like, hey, keep your leg up, Derek. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, man. I didn't want to laugh, but I laughed.
Screw Derek.
Yeah.
you had
I'm sorry,
to.
Derek.
So, hey, by the way, Derek, I'm sorry. Glad I don't live near you. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
he would fucking kill me. That guy's amazing.
Yeah, well,
but
hey-
his video seriously was one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And if you do get a chance to watch it on his page, I highly suggest it because it was. That's how you should be in defeat. And he looks flat out exhausted.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the shitty part. He's like, he took today off where he only did 1 workout,
I know.
and tomorrow we start.
Yeah, well, I
tomorrow
don't
we
think I
start
would have
2
worked
days.
out anymore after that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I wouldn't have worked out
Well,
after
that's
that.
he's like, I
would've-
slept in, but I'm going to the gym. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, you competed like yesterday, and you're going to go to the gym again? Yeah, I do.
So tomorrow we start 2 days, and it's gonna be a blast.
Fuck you. I'm not waking up at 6 in the morning,
Well,
dude.
I'm doing 2 days because I need to. You don't need to do 2
I
days.
do 2 days once in a while, but I just don't do them at
Yeah,
6
but you
in the
don't
morning.
need to. I need to.
Oh, are you saying look good?
Needs to.
Bro, your arms looking big, bro.
He's getting puffy poppy over there.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're bigger.
Actually, on a funny thing, dude, Ross, and this is no shit. I took Jared, I texted him, it was bizarre, and I was like, oh, I'll cruise over after to work on some shit, but I'm going to hit the gym up. It was like 11. And he goes, oh, you're going to EP? I said, yes. And he goes, come pick me up. I want to go. I was like, what?
Jared went to the
Jared
gym.
wants to go to the gym?
And I had a membership
No, check
card.
this shit out.
Whoa.
I'm actually going to give Jared a compliment right now. We show up to the gym. I throw in 135 on the bench press just to kind of warm up and stuff. Jared hits it.
Sure.
Hits it like 8 times, and I was like,
Really?
what?
Wow.
So I throw 225 on. I rep it out,
He
whatever.
didn't do 225?
Well, no, I was like, oh, we'll bust it back down for you. And he goes, no, I'll do it. And a little support, but he repped out 3 reps of 225.
What?
Coming from a guy that like does
Get
not.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Are
So
you serious? That's
he
that's
got
crazy.
he got like halfway,
I'm
and I
actually
just fingered
shocked.
it. And
I'm
then
shocked.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? And then we put 185
That's not
on
bad.
there, and you hit it like 6 or 7 times, and I was like, ugh. I said, I told you in the gym, I was like, I'm gonna bring it up in the podcast because like a
That's
dude
disgusting.
that like does like eats Jimmy John's and does not work out, you're like,
And pizza.
and you just fucking lifted 225.
well, that's gross.
I mean,
I'll be
good.
there. I'll be there every day with
Wow.
you guys in the afternoon.
Oh, good.
I've got it
Look,
because
hey,
we're doing that.
but hey-
We're doing that Grand Canyon thing. I don't want to die. Those guys are in such good shape on my team, and they don't make fun of me because I'm old to them because they're all
You're
young.
the old,
and
like,
fucking
salty
bad.
dog that you
Oh,
see-
dude, they called one of the dudes fat in front of me, and they were poking fun of him, and I was like, "I'm fucking fat. Why aren't you making fun of me?" And they go, "Oh, Sergeant, you're old as fuck."
Dude, isn't it weird?
Yeah.
How we started
Well,
this
it's
game
like-
young, and now we're old as fuck.
But I know
dude.
it's weird. Like I just hit 13 years. Like that's weird.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's almost that 15 crest where they're like, dude, you were doing shit before I was even out of fucking 8th grade.
Dude, that's the same.
it's fucking weird.
That's the same, man.
Ah,
I got
boy.
guys right now that are just like a sergeant, and you're just like, man, it's so weird that like I'm in this position right now when I feel like I just got in a couple days ago. You know?
Yeah, now that you're hitting guys that are in that were born past 95.
Shit.
It's like Jesus. Is that right?
No.
95?
Something.
Yeah. What?
18?
What do you have
What's
to be
18
18
right
right now?
Yeah, 97.
Yeah,
be
97.
Oh my god.
97. Smash Mouth had their first hit single before that, Jared.
Somebody once
told me the world
The
is
world's gotta have it.
sharpest tool in the
Hey, Matt Best, I will say this, though. Jared, have you ever lifted one of Jared's sandwiches from Jimmy John's? It's fucking heavy, dude. So
No, you know what Jared does?
I get the
There's no
gargantuan.
surprise
I
that he
get
can
the
beat us out
gargantuan.
225.
Ross, this is what Jared does. Because literally, I was there at Jimmy John's that just opened right down the street from her house, and both of her houses. And we walked
Did Jared cut the ribbon? Did he cut the ribbon
Dude,
outside?
you have no fucking idea. When he looked at the fucking whatever the cashier and goes, "What you guys deliver?" And they go, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Oh," it was like this golden aura that just came on Jared, and literally
Came on Jared.
And so now every time I
Came
come
all
over,
over him.
if I'm like, "Hey, I'll be there
Came
at
all over
12,"
him.
he orders 2 Jimmy John sandwiches, and he's like, "Oh, I got one for you." I'm like, "Jared, I don't really eat that shit." And he goes, "Oh, well, I guess I'll just have it too." I'm like, "Yeah, you ordered it for yourself just to prove
Yes.
to your wife that you
I
didn't
like
order
that,
too."
Jared. I like that. It's a sneaky move, Jared, and I applaud it.
hey, you know, cares,
I
cares
applaud
about his
it.
buddies.
I poke fun, but I love him.
By the way, Jared and I, we like to chat about TV shows from time to time. Making a Murder was our last
Yep.
one. Has anybody else watched The People versus Oj Simpson on Fox?
Oh, dude,
on
I
FX?
recorded. I haven't watched it. Dude.
No, I haven't watched it either.
I lived
So
through that, though,
fucking
man. I
Good,
lived
dude.
through that.
I know.
So
It's fucking good.
I remember a lot of that.
Get-
What is it talking about? All the reality of it, or is it some kind of fucking fake ass show?
No, it's going over. It's based on the book, and it's going over the timeline of when OJ, murdered Nicole Brown
What a
Simpson.
crazy time that was, dude.
Hey,
Oh, no, I remember
but,
watching
wait,
it.
Yo, the
but all
glove
the
doesn't
celebrities they got. All the celebrities they got, yeah. So they got John Travolta, who's playing Shapiro as lawyer.
Nice.
They got David Schwimmer playing Kardashian,
Oh my god,
the father.
that's actually fitting.
Cuba
Yeah?
Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. is playing OJ.
OJ,
Oh,
which I hate
shit.
Cuba, but hey, okay.
How could you hate Cuba?
He's a fag.
Nobody
really?
hates
Yeah,
Cuba
what are you
Gooding
talking
Jr.
about? You ever see that Dive movie?
Dude, his past few movies are terrible.
The Dive movie.
No, that's a good one. A few.
You
no.
did it so
Men of
gangster.
Honor.
I want this. How do you
Men of
do that?
Honor.
Rocco,
That's gangster,
I can
dude.
see you getting choked up over radio.
Pearl Harbor.
I
You never seen Pearl Harbor?
Oh, look at. How about this? He had someone called fucking cruise ship or a date ship or something. What was that one, Ross? You know what I'm talking about? Another one called like Alaska Dogs.
Battleship.
Yeah, some
Dude,
that
you
with
never saw
Rihanna?
Pearl
That was
Harbor?
so
Was it
bad.
Battleship?
Battleship
Pearl
was horrible.
fucking Harbor.
I like
That
Pearl
was
Harbor.
such a shit movie.
I
Tell
like-
me,
I
did
like
you
it.
like Pearl Harbor? You fucking fuck.
Dude, no, I'm saying you
like Pearl Harbor?
Cuba Junior. Cuba needed a bigger part.
I hate him.
Yeah.
The only movie I
miss
loved
you
of
more
him.
than
Ross, help me here,
Michael
Ross.
Jerry
Willis,
Maguire.
the
Hey, Jared,
Jeremy
I'm going to
Ross,
shut
help
this
me.
conversation down. You know who got together last weekend was Tom Cruise and Jerry Bruckheimer
I know.
for Top Gun 2,
I saw
motherfucker.
it.
I heard. That's crazy.
They're pounding out a script as we speak.
What do you think?
It's going to be weird though without F-14s.
Why would you
look-
fucking ruin a legendary movie? That's
Well,
all I have
I
to
wonder-
say.
I hope,
Because
I hope
that's
they
what
do it in the
Hollywood
Indian
does.
Ocean again.
That's
the
what
Indian
Hollywood
Ocean
Well,
for
does.
listen, we're
Jared.
making a sequel to Range 15, so
They're
we're gonna,
making
we're
a
gonna
sequel
ruin
to fucking
legendary movie.
Ghostbusters with women.
Ew.
You don't know that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the female Ghostbusters
3
comes out this summer.
Yeah, this summer.
They need to make another
This summer.
Goonies.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
I
Goonies.
think
They're
are.
hey, they've been trying to for years. By the way, Rocco. That's
By the
no
way,
lie.
Sean Astin texted me the other day and said for the first time ever he showed his family his audition tape for Goonies.
No shit.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was real
Hey,
funny.
did you ask him about his daughter's music? See if we can use
Yeah,
it?
yeah. He's connected me on email,
Okay,
and
good.
we're gonna. I mean, she's at Harvard, so
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's kind of
yeah, we're nobodies.
What school is that?
Harvard.
Okay, yeah.
It's a community
that's
college
it's some-
in
Yeah,
in
she's at
Detroit,
some-
Michigan.
But holy
It's
shit,
like a
is
last
she a
ditch
good,
effort.
yeah, last
She a
ditch.
good singer? Like,
Dude,
Insanely good
Did we
singer.
talk about that on the podcast?
yeah.
About her?
Yeah,
singing?
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
did.
Did we? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I mean, have we ever told anybody about how Sean recited?
think so.
the thing.
We're
The
so drunk
the
that we
Rudy
always forget
speech.
everything.
I don't think we've ever said that.
I think
the
we did.
the Rudy speech in the helicopter.
fuck it, we'll say it
That was an
again.
iconic moment.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
to
think.
hear Rudy in person,
Yes.
right next to us, like everybody froze.
It was crazy.
What did I say? I said something. I was like, "Everybody, let's get our game face on. We need a little motivation
And
today.
he
We're
just
lacking."
goes off.
And he just went
We're
right
gonna go
into the
outside. We're
Rudy
gonna
side.
go inside,
Let
and
him get
everybody
him-
just froze like,
Yeah.
like they dropped a
Yeah,
contact.
It was
Yeah.
like,
It was
what
like,
the fuck? Oh, we're gonna get him on the run. We're gonna keep him on the run. And you're like, oh shit, he's doing it. We all, dude. It was.
You know what I remember though, and I just thought about this the other day. Is he recorded that video for his daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to get videos like that, so we're gonna do that more, where we're just talking and then send it like to him.
We gotta do.
Yeah,
that.
because he likes that shit.
Even if we didn't talk about the synopsis, we're saying his Sean Astin. If you don't know who he is,
Samwise,
you're
Rudy.
crazy, yeah. But his daughter, we always have that thing where like, hey, my daughter sings, and we're all like, yeah, dude, sure, we'll fucking listen or whatever.
So does mine in the shower, and I hope it stays there. It's terrible.
Yeah. and then he put his daughter on his iPhone, and we all looked at each other like, oh my
Yeah, dude.
god,
It's-
it Amy Winehouse,
Very
What are-
Amy- yes.
right?
Michelle Branches.
Yeah.
Michelle
No,
Branches.
shut up.
What are you talking about?
You just like Michelle
You
Branch.
just-
Shut the fuck up. She
What
was
the
like,
fuck,
Amy
Jared?
What the
God
No,
damn it.
Amy Winehouse-
You will
Give me
always
some
steer
ice,
it back
dude.
to Michelle Branch.
Listen,
I
no.
know.
Michelle Branch did an acoustic version of "Goodbye to You," and she sung
A coup.
like that. Kind of
coup.
like my priceless fucking heirloom that I own now. Thanks to a Drinkin' Broke podcast listener, he sent me
That was
the
big Mike
10th
Russ, man.
anniversary commemorative edition of
Oh yeah.
Jagged Little Pill. That's acoustic. That Alanis.
By the way,
re-sang.
you were listeting to that in your fucking car today.
I take
Did-
everything
did
back.
I forget
nice.
my jersey again at your house?
You did. You left it in my bathroom.
Dude,
idiot.
that CD,
it's
Ross,
weird that you were in my bathroom.
is really good. Like it gives you goosebumps.
I know. Look, I'm like I'll give it to Alanis Morissette. She's fucking rad. Jagged Little Pill is
Yeah, she's
rad.
dope.
I find it weird though that you drive around through your neighborhood listening to it by yourself with two Jimmy
That's
Johns.
not the weirdest thing. That's not the
Two
weirdest
Jimmy
thing
Johns
this
that
fucking
you,
guy
hey,
listens to.
and you put those Jimmy Johns, you put the seatbelt
in
on
each
those fucking
hand.
Jimmy John
In
sandwiches.
fucking each hand, bro.
I don't want them to get hurt, Ross.
Who sent me the
You
video?
put them in a seatbelt. You buckle them in. You put them in safely.
I was-
You say fingers and toes before you shut the door on them.
I
actually
was
getting hungry now.
I was so into that CD today that
Talk about-
I watched Dogma. And Dogma's a good fucking
That's a
movie.
great movie, dude.
I mean, I loved it. I've seen it 100 times. I loved every minute of it today.
I'm mixed on Dogma.
Really?
The religious shit to me is a little much.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm
it's
saying?
just funny. They put a spin on it.
do you have something against Matt Damon?
No, I don't
Matt
think he likes
Damon.
fucking
Matt
what's his
Damian.
name?
Oh, by the way, hey, did you
Ben
guys see the new?
No, he doesn't
the
like
new
Kevin.
Born. Hey, did you see the new Born Identity trailer last night?
Dude.
It was fucking
Dude.
sick.
Is Matt
It
Damon in
looks-
it again?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I like the fact that Matt Damon's back because the other dude,
Same
for some
here.
reason, it took away from the fucking movie, dude.
Jeremy Renner's a fucking snooze, man. I'm with
Dude,
you.
I've
not a
got-
fan?
I've got shit on Jeremy.
You're not a fan of him?
Literally, I bet you literally have shit on. you
No,
shit
no,
on
no,
Jeremy at
no.
one
He's
point.
the guy that likes to just fuck with people's girlfriends
Is that
just
Will?
because he can. Yeah.
Will? Oh, yeah.
Like
Fuck
we've
that
heard
dude.
that Jeremy will purposely go after guys that have a
And
date
he's like,
or
you know what?
girlfriends, and just to like a power move. Like
You know
he's
what I
obsessed
want, dude?
with
I
it.
want to change the game of Hollywood where
I
you're
know.
responsible for your actions. Like
Exactly.
Like if you come up and be like, "Oh, you know who I am," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're more famous than me, but I'll beat the fuck."
Yeah, but
out
you're-
of
I
you."
think
you're a
that's-
piece of
that-
shit.
that's
I will
That's the
fucking rip your
problem. It's because
goddamn
you
head
can't
off.
fight dudes. Because if you could fight motherfuckers and just beat their
Because
ass,
they know,
it
because
would
it's
change
that-
the game. But now they can
exactly.
just sue you. Like,
Look, I did it. I
did
did it.
it.
I knocked out Devin Sawa,
fucked up
motherfucker.
Devin
Like
Sawa.
I
He didn't
did
get
it.
sued.
I did it.
Listen,
Well,
I've
yeah.
knocked out a lot of people I won't put on the podcast, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but that's a problem.
Yeah.
That if you're in the spotlight of any type, people think you have money,
I honestly,
so they're going to try to take it from you.
think you could just threatening the fact they would back down every time. Because
No
if you
shit. I'm not
both,
worried
well,
about that
here's the
pussy,
fucked up
dude.
thing too is all these stars go to Gavin, to Becker, and everybody else for their security. Guess who their security is?
No shit.
Our fucking
yeah.
buddies.
I used to.
So when you
I used to work
that
for
is 100%
Gavin
true,
DeBeck's
by the way.
sister company, man.
when they
Fuck
start
them.
realizing that their own fucking paid help will go, bro, I ain't gonna fuck with this
Bro.
one because those are my boys.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Fight Club. I was like, bro, those are our guys too. You know what I mean?
But listen, I'll do it sanctioned, man. And then Rocco and I talk about this all the time. It's all these fucking pussies that have shit to say. It's like, cool, man. We won't throw down the fucking street fight. We'll put gloves on. And
We'll
let's
do
sit in the fucking ring. If you beat my ass, then you win. But
know what
I'm gonna
blew-
knock
yeah,
you
but
the
half
fuck
that
out.
fight is seeing who the fuck shows up to the goddamn fight.
Exactly. But
You know what blew
I'll
my
kick
fucking
their
mind
fucking head off,
about
dude.
the Super Bowl is Bud Light opened with their commercial about creating the Bud Light party, and they had a goddamn Canadian in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so they're sitting there.
Yep.
Seth Rogen is sitting there preaching America. You're not a fucking citizen.
that's right. It was
man.
Seth Rogen and Amy Schumer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best commercial of the night for me.
I didn't see the commercials.
I didn't
Dude,
see
there's
any
one.
commercials.
This,
drinking.
dude, you're gonna see this later. It's
Go,
fucking
oh,
amazing.
dude, mine was puppy monkey baby.
Oh,
was
that
it?
was- that
no,
was
dude.
really good.
My
Yeah.
favorite, dude.
I love
was,
weird shit like that.
was the Dorito, dude. When the Dorito during the ultrasound, where he was moving it around, and the baby
and the
was,
premature baby shoots
and
out.
he's
Yeah.
moving the Dorito. The baby's reacting in the ultrasound, like trying to reach for it. So then he does one of these, and the baby headbutts the belly, like, oh shit. And he goes, well, fuck this. And he throws it down the hall, and the baby shoots out this fucking lady.
So wait, Doritos
Dude, that
support
guy
abortion?
took a lot of shit for that today.
Yeah, they did.
Why?
Today was a big deal.
Because the
about
abortion
that.
thing, that's the first thing I would think. People would be like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you're going to kill a baby
I
over
thought it was
Doritos.
hilarious.
That's exactly what happened.
Well, those are people that don't have a
Exactly what
sense of humor. They
You
can go
can't
fuck
do anything
themselves.
anymore,
Oh,
man.
well,
You can't
geez.
do anything
I guess
anymore.
I'm insensitive because I thought that was the best
Listen,
one.
Rocco, you drank a beer on a podcast. You promote alcoholism to teenagers.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You're a sick human, dude.
You're fucking
You're a sick
disgusting.
human.
You're big and you're tough and you're handsome. You're a good person. I love your character.
Super
Fuck
gay.
you.
What?
What? I'm not gay.
Well,
Yeah,
Ross,
fuck you, Rocco.
is it-
Fuck you. And
is it-
hey, so Rocco, on that note, who's your drinking bro of the week, Rocco?
Fuck you, Ross. I just gonna
Wow.
bring that up.
Well,
I got you, Mats.
Well, here's
Listen, you're the moderator of this shit. I'm
Hey
just,
Matt,
I'm
you
just
want to go?
here.
You want to get the drinking bro of the week? Go for it.
No, we are. What? Who?
We already established.
Oh,
it.
dude, this is fucking crazy right here.
We'll talk
Tim,
about.
Tim Morris just writes in like you might not be able to record the whole thing with your 5D.
No, he knew.
Like-
I know.
He already
wrote it.
told you.
No,
hey,
hey,
so yeah, go ahead.
So the drinking
Hey,
bro.
Jared. Yeah, Jared, there's an AV club that's got a podcast too. If you want to go on that and chat about it, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Right now we're
whatever,
going into
Ross.
drinking
I'm,
bro of the
I'm
week.
gonna be one of the guests on Guys We Fucked Last Night because they like my stories.
God,
Have you talked to him?
Yeah.
are you serious?
Oh yeah.
I want to be on that.
Yeah. Fuck with
podcast.
them on Instagram all the time.
I'm not into that.
All right. All right. The drinking bro of the fucking week is Phil Labonte.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Phil is, and it's not for his rock star status, Phil is the lead singer of All That Remains. Crazy story, man. One of my favorite metal bands of like all time. Last 2 years
ago.
Last shot show.
Yeah, 2 years ago or whatever. I met Phil. Some guy was like, "Hey, do you know this guy? They watch your shit." I was like, "Oh, he looks familiar." Told me who he was, and I was like, "Holy shit!" But he is really cool. He is a veteran, but like super supports the community and takes his metal band outside of anybody that supports the United States and community to a lot of people that don't like the way we think, and promotes nationalism and just being a good person. And Phil's been around for a while, and we fucking love you, dude.
He's
So-
a good dude all around too, Ross. Like naturally, like he is super fucking sincere to everybody.
Well, and his wife also is a veteran and
Right.
and deploys
Really?
in, certain capacities with within the government.
Like-
So she's still hustling
No,
out there.
and the cool thing is that he actually can fucking shoot too.
He's a real
dude.
good shot.
He's a real good shot.
He's
Really?
a gear whore, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Phil
yeah.
Labonte.
Yeah,
Phil
there's
Labonte.
dudes out there that don't know that, but he can fucking shoot, man.
But he also like takes Rockstar to a different level because he is so into Jory. Like
Yeah.
that dude does not party, doesn't get crazy. Like he does his show, he comes back on the bus, he hangs out with the boys, and that's it. And he brings her out as when she can come and stuff like that. But when she's not there, he misses the fuck out of her and he just keeps to his own. Like
fucking
he is
good
not.
shit.
I got
yeah.
a funny story about Phil too, and I don't give a fuck if this is a little OPSEC, but I was right when we had met that relationship. I was still deploying. I was in Afghanistan, And I texted him a photo of me in the range, and I was like, just hanging out, man, just chilling, life's stupid. And he goes, let me guess, you work for the State Department and you have a black passport. And I was like, fuck. he called me on my whole fucking thing. So I was
Well,
like,
that's because he also owns a business with a GRS guy.
yeah. I
A
was like,
former GRS guy.
yeah. So I was like, oh, Hodge. Hey, Hodge.
Yep.
So
Hodge is another great guy, by the way. Who's partners with Phil.
cheers to Phil.
Awesome. Cheers to
Cheers.
Phil. Cheers to Phil.
Cheers to Phil.
Put out another
You
album.
make
you
us
fuck.
all want to be better people because of guys like you.
Yeah. And since Jared and his AV club couldn't record tonight, this will be an audio only podcast. And on
We'll
that
have
note,
some video up. We'll have some video up.
for Matt Best, for Jared Taylor, Rocco, and Ross Patterson, good night, everyone. Drive safely.
We love you.
Suck all the dick. Suck all the dick.
Pickles.